What up? What up? What up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another ranking for the traveling nurse, Carrie. Okay. Y'all check this out.
What's your name, babe?
Carrie,
Carrie, where you calling us from?
calling from Atlantic City. Well, I'm
Uh,
I'm in Jersey, South Jersey, but I'm
South
at a
Jersey.
casino.
How old are you?
41,
41. Do you have any kids?
2,
Two kids. Oh, you're at the casino right now.
right.
How old are
I'm
your kids?
22 and 18.
Wipe your phone off for me.
What? My phone off. Wait.
Yes.
All right. Here. We
Are
good?
your kids by the same? That's better. Are your kids by the same guy?
No, my first is 22. She's by my high school sweetheart, and my second is by my ex-husband.
Okay. When's your birthday,
Yeah.
Carrie?
3 weeks exactly, April 9th.
So is that an Aries?
Yes.
All right. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a RN. I'm a travel nurse.
A RN travel nurse. She's in South Jersey.
Travel nurse. Okay. That's cool. Traveling nurses make good money, by the way. Um, let's see what she's looking for in the guy and if she's looking for a high value man, so to speak. Let's go in.
41
Yeah.
RN travel nurse. Nurse, two kids, 28, 18. Is Aries. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking for a man that is for me. I don't want a man that's for everybody. I need somebody that's like, stop blowing the smoke on me. Look, she over here vaping is blowing this damn smoke on me. I need a man. I need a man that's for me. You know what I mean? I don't like a man that everybody knows.
Let me say this. Why is she choosing this place to do this interview in? Like, you got all kind of background noises and bells and whistles and announcers going off and lights and you know why choose a casino to do this kind of interview? Like, go someplace. Go someplace that's a little more, where people can hear you instead of hearing all this other background and all these other distractions. That's a little annoying to me. Let's go back in.
So I need somebody that's honest, somebody God fearing, somebody that's, that's marriage minded. I was married before, so I want somebody that's, you know what I mean? Like, just really like about to be like just me and him in our own little world, doing our own little thing with no drama.
Yeah, and that's cool. Those I think make the best relationships when you are both in your own little worlds, doing your own little thing, and not a care in the world. But you know, easier said than done. Those relationships are hard to find sometimes. Let's go back in.
Okay. What's some deal breakers for you?
Smoking weed every day, smoking cigarettes, dishonesty. I don't want to die bod because I don't have a bomb bod. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, like somebody that's like, I,
Now she says she don't have a mom bod. You got two kids. I doubt. Now, I mean, that don't necessarily automatically mean you got a mom bod, but um, it don't look like your joint is cut up and chiseled either, though. I mean, just because you could tell a lot just by in the face how the body is going to look. Not all the time, but most of the time, and I don't see no runway model. Let's be clear. Anyway, let's go back.
I just don't want no bullshit, Kendra.
Okay. Can he have kids already?
He can have kids. They got to be grown kids.
What's the
Like I,
age? What's the youngest?
15.
Oh, excuse me, 15. Do they
Right.
gotta be in South Jersey?
No, I like to travel.
Okay. How much money the man gotta make?
Over 100,000.
Over a.
Now she wants a high value man over 100K, right? And probably as a traveling nurse, she makes that. Now, I mean, this is the worst place, the absolute worst place you could do this interview. Because guess what your high value 100K is going to go to? The freaking casino. You already see it. All she gonna do is waste away all that money. It ain't, it's like, it's, find other hobbies. How about that? How can you meet me halfway? Can you get a 70 or 80 or 90 K guy and be cool with that and not go to the casino? Because I'm sure the casino take a good chunk of what you are earning um, doing the travel and nursing stuff. But let's go back in.
100K?
Yeah. Is that too much to ask for? Shit, I make good money, so he gotta make good money. So together we will make great money.
All right, so he gotta make good money. You make good money. Y'all make great money. But at the same time, like with that comes a lot of other stuff, and this is what a lot of women don't realize. With that comes a lot of stuff. Meaning you may have to share your man. Meaning he's gonna have a whole lot of options. Meaning, you know, it ain't enough to just be with you, and you're gonna be traveling. You probably not gonna even be home enough. And what, you gonna expect him to sit at home while you doing the travel and nursing thing, and he not supposed to have a side chick on the side? It's not realistic. It's not realistic unless you open to him having a side chick. Let's go in.
Here's the thing, and women get mad when I say this. It's not too much
Say it.
not too much to ask for. It's just that the man that makes 100K doesn't care about your money, and he has a lot of options.
Right.
So
Right.
he has to be a man that desires you. And not saying that there's not a man that makes 100K that doesn't desire you, right?
Right.
But does he desire you and only you? Are you open to an open relationship?
Good question.
No, I want my own man.
Okay.
And there you go. There's the problem. So she's automatically pretty much eliminated herself drastically. Number one, she wants a top 10% man. Number two, she wants that man all by herself. So she probably dropped that to 10% to 0.1%. Okay. And look, just looking at her, I'm not saying she's unattractive. She's not unattractive. She's an attractive woman, but for what I'm getting, it's not enough. It's not enough. Let's go back in.
That's gonna want me.
That's just gonna want you. Did you have? When's the last time you've been in that dynamic?
What
Never.
dynamic?
Never.
The old man that wanted you.
My last relationship was 4 months ago
Why did it end?
because he
Didn't want just her. He didn't want just her. He probably wanted, especially if he had 6 figures. He wanted some other women. That's my guess. I haven't seen this video. I don't know what she's gonna say, but that would be my guess. Let's go in.
was on some bullshit.
So he didn't want you then. He wanted something else too then.
No, he wanted a fucking allowance, and I was like, "Bitch, I'm not your mother." Right?
So he
'cause
wanted you to pay him.
Right. He wanted me to pay for dick, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good." Right.
So you make 100K yourself?
I make over 100K. Yes.
That's the unfortunate problem you have.
Right.
Because
So when you
Yeah, you're gonna have a guy that's closer to you that only wants you. He's gonna make less money than you. Now, any man asking for allowance is a bum ass nigga to me. If I'm being frank, no man should have to ask a woman for an allowance. You lame for that. Whoever her ex is, that's ridiculous. At least hold your own. But what that also tells me is that he didn't like her that much because he was forcing her to pay for him. Like, if you want me to stay, you got to pay me because you're a piece of work. I'm not going to be here under my own accord. I have to be getting something out of this. So if you're not going to pay me, then I'm a bounce. And she was like, fine, bounce. And I get it, but a guy asking a woman for money, that's just super lame to me. She should have got rid of him. But all that tells me is that he wasn't there for her. He was there for the situation. So maybe that's why she wanted another 6 figure guy so that she don't have to run back into that problem. But she needs to lighten up on the, just for me stuff because she's a traveling nurse. I don't know the extent of what her job is, but it sounds, from what I know, traveling nurses they go state to state, and do contract work nursing, and they're not in the same city all the time. It's like having a stewardess as a girl. Like you can't expect her to be home. So what? I'm supposed to sit at home twiddle my thumbs while you go do the nurse thing, and I'm a 6 figure guy, and I got chicks. I got to beat down chicks with a stick. Nah, this don't make sense.
When you date a man that makes less than what you're making, then it becomes a problem. He sees what you're making. He thinks that, you know what I mean? Oh, she got money, so whatever. But I'm not, I ain't never paid for dick, Kendra. I'm never going to pay for dick.
Oh no,
So,
I'm not. Listen, here's the deal. I'm not telling you to pay for penis either. To be clear, right?
right.
I'm not telling you to pay for penis. I had a very emotional conversation about the data in which I learned, right?
I really wish she would have took this interview someplace else instead of in the middle of a casino. It is ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
So I'm not a relationship expert. I'm not a therapist. All I am is a professional journalist that hosts a dating show that I've been hosting for 2 years now. And with the data that I learned, it's more difficult for women to find a man that makes that amount of money to be faithful. You
Right.
can potentially date a guy that's gonna make what you have and more, but if you ain't, but more than likely, he might want to sleep with other women. So then you
Right.
have to ask your question. You have to ask yourself the question: would you tolerate that? Then you might find a guy that will be faithful, treat you great, but he may not make as much as you. Does
Right.
that matter to you more? He can be faithful, but he's not going to make as much. So
Right.
the unfortunate thing, and I say this because
This is kind of what I was saying before in one of my other videos, probably in one of my RTL videos. You gotta pick it. You can't have everything. You gotta pick and choose what you can deal with and what you can't deal with. Oftentimes, people want it all, and you can't have it all. If you want a 6 figure guy, that guy is probably going to have, open up your options to him, being with other women. But if you want a loyal guy, then yeah, you got to be open to how much money he make. It's like you got to you gotta choose. You gotta lose something in order to gain something. You gotta lose something. It's practically a law of nature. Okay, it's the yin and yang, cause and effect, whatever you want to call it. But you got to figure that part out because these went like she don't even take me as being again, men don't even really care about how much money a woman makes, so she's placing her value based on that, and we don't care. That's why the guy was like, I can bounce if I'm not going to get nothing out of it. It ain't like I like your personality, because she's probably a problem to be with. So he got to the point where he was like, look, the trim ain't even worth all of that. Right now you got to pay me to stay. And it's a lot of times people need to pick their poison, so to speak. Let's go in.
the type of black man you would want, I'm assuming you want to date a black man, right?
It really doesn't matter. I mean, I'm
Okay.
Jamaican.
You're open.
Right. No, I mean, I'm open. I'm Jamaican. So, like, being relatable to a man in the Caribbean is very important to me. But I'm not, like, I wouldn't be, like, oh no, I wouldn't want to date a white man. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? It's not a deal breaker for me dating a white man. I've dated white men before. About the money situation, like if he's willing to do what needs to be done, I don't mind helping somebody. Like, I'm a nurturer, so I don't mind helping somebody. But if
Well, let me say this. She's a nurturer, and that's very attractive on women. I will say, I love women who are nurturers. She is a traveling nurse, so she more than likely is a nurturer, and that's good. So, shout out to all the nurturers out there. That's being in your total feminine energy, and that's always attractive to men. So let's go in.
he wants to feel entitled to what I have, because I do have everything, I don't need a man necessarily for anything. I've always
Now, women, I gotta say, y'all gotta be careful with this super independent women. I don't need a man for nothing. Then the question comes, why am I here? Then, you know, you got to be a little bit more open to. I would just say I don't. We even if it's true, I would say we need to lose that. I don't need a man. I don't need a woman because obviously you're looking for that that counterpart. Yeah, do you need it? Like, is it life and death? No, but uh, it's something you highly want, and you probably will need at some point in your life. I mean, there will come a time when you will need someone, but people be like on their ego, like I don't need a man, I don't need a woman, I don't need this, that, and the third. Yeah, you might not need it now in the middle of a casino with bills and bells and whistles going off, and and in your healthy mode, but there will come a time when you will need somebody to love, or need that somebody somebody to love it. That the song just popped in my head, y'all. Sorry, but there will come a time when you need somebody there. All right, so let's go back in.
made more than the men that I've dated, because I've always been a go getter. You know what I mean? So
See, now there's a bit of a contradiction with her, and let me say this: she's in two different energies. She's in her feminine energy with her nurturing, and she's in her masculine energy with money. If you hold both positions, where is a man to fit? Just I want women to think about this. If you are maintaining both positions, both the nurturer and the earner, and you leave no room for a man to coexist with you, because you're going to, especially in your masculine energy, you need to let the masculine stuff go. It's okay to be a traveling nurse and do that and do your career, but when you start stressing money and all this other stuff, and go get her, I'm a hustler, all that's masculine energy. And a lot of times, especially in our community, our women occupy so much masculine energy that they don't allow room for men to coexist with them. They just don't. This is why the guy was, her ex was at a point where, like, look, I might as well be the woman. Okay, I might as well be the woman and get paid to you. You might as well pay me like I'm a female, because you totally in your masculine energy right now. So, and that's what's happening. The energies are getting mixed up, and if you're gonna move like a man or a guy, then pay me like I'm a woman. I'm thinking that's what her ex was like. I don't condone that shit. Let's be clear, but that seems to be the case. So she needs to get off this money stuff.
I find that when I date men that make less money than I do, like they feel entitled to what I have, which I don't
Like a woman.
appreciate, because you didn't get me to where I'm at this point. So
Right. You didn't get me to where I'm at this point. And that's a lot of the mentality of the men. You didn't help me get to this point, but that don't stop women for wanting money from men. But that's supposed to be natural. That's supposed to be the thing. Well, again, she's totally in her masculine energy, and she needs to realize that and stop being a man. It's okay to be a career driven nurturer, but you know, um, this focusing on money is for the birds.
When I'm dating somebody, I want somebody that's gonna build with me, even though I'm already built. I don't
I'm
mind help.
already built. I am already built. So where is the room for the man to enter? Where is he supposed to come in at? Where do he fit in your life? He's gonna always be in your life feeling like, well, I mean, why am I with her? You know what I mean? She's doing everything. She's super independent. She's, in her masculine energy when she's with me. She's only in her feminine energy when she's at work, and I can't see that. But when she come back to me, she want to be the man again. Nah, nah. You gotta correct your energies, man.
Helping somebody.
So real quick, you're a beautiful
Yes,
girl. I'm assuming you dated men that made over $100,000, right?
I've dated millionaires, right?
Okay, so why didn't those relationships work? What was the challenges you had with dating millionaires?
That's a good question. And here's the thing: it ain't about money because they got their own money. It's that she kept her masculine energy. At least that's what I think it was. I can't. That's just an assumption. But a guy who got millions, he want total femininity, and she was not that, and that's why it ended. Just off of my, um, guess. Okay, but let's hear what she got to say.
They were too busy,
Okay.
right?
And were they sleeping with other women too?
No, I find that they just didn't have time. They were too busy making money.
Okay, so okay, so they were too busy. And again, this is I was talking about this. You can't have it all. Okay, pick your poison. If you want a guy to have time for you, then get a Pookie and Ray Ray. He got all the time in the world. But if you want a hustler millionaire, he's not going to have that time. But she wants one of those guys, but she wants one that has time, only wants her. This that it's too much. It's too much. You can't have it all. If that guy exists, he ain't choosing you. I could tell you that right now. He gonna choose the finest chick he could possibly find. A guy that got money, got time, and only wants you. You don't qualify. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry to tell you. Let's go in.
But you still want a man that is going to be in that way.
I need him to do both.
Have you ever found that?
That's why I'm here.
He doesn't exist.
He
Because
can't.
a man that makes
Exactly.
a lot of money is going to be a busy man.
He
How
can
else
be
is he
here.
going to make a lot of money and not be busy?
Kendra,
Exactly. He got. He's making moves. He's just as much a hustler as you are, and he probably ain't sitting in the casino. He out there making money, and but you want him to have all the time in the world for you. It man, it just don't make sense.
I make good money and I'm not always busy. You
Look at what she said. I make good money. Who cares? A millionaire don't care about your money. A millionaire don't care about your money. She's still in that masculine energy. She's still in it.
you
You're not
make
a
time.
man.
You right, but you make time for what you want to make time
That's
for.
Has that
bull.
happened?
A man ain't gonna put you above his purpose. Okay, you make time for what you want. Yeah, he putting it's his purpose. Yeah, so he's gonna put the time in for his purpose. He can. I mean, I hate to say it, but you're replaceable. As a matter of fact, he could find a chick who was cool with him working those hours, making those millions. So you gonna find time, huh? Okay. Well, you a traveling nurse, so you ain't gonna be home all the time. So if I'm home and I'm waiting on you to come home, can I say that about you? You'll find time for what what's important to you. Will you quit your career for me? Even if I'm a millionaire, would you quit your career for me? No, you wouldn't quit your career because it holds up your self-esteem. That's where you base your self-esteem on, your education and your money. That's why. And you like to play the masculine role. So you're not going to want to just give that up.
Don't do that.
I
That's why
ain't
I'm
doing
here.
that. Listen, I'm trying to ask you the question because my thing is you know this already. You make a certain amount of money. You told me you dated millionaire men.
Right.
Don't try to change the wheel.
No.
What you gotta decide is what are you willing to accept,
Right.
right? If you want a
Yeah.
millionaire man or a man that makes a certain amount of money, certain things come with that. So
Right.
if you want to accept that, then go that way. There's no judgment, but don't ask for the millionaire man to act like the guy that makes 50K. They're
Right.
different people. The
I'm
50K guy might be faithful, but then he wants money from you. You don't like
right.
that either, right? And I
Right.
get that. I'm
But
not
I'm
saying you should like that. What I'm trying to challenge you to do is be honest with what you have experienced. I'm
positive.
not telling you anything that you haven't experienced yourself.
Right. I'm not looking for a millionaire man though.
So what are you looking for a man that makes your amount of money?
Right.
But
I
I
want
feel
a
like you
man.
dated that. But I feel like you've dated that man
Right.
too.
I want a man that's motivated.
Okay.
Right.
So money doesn't matter no
What's
more.
that? No. It does matter because I like to do things. I like, you know what I mean. I like to go out. I like to travel. And
So
traveling
a
is
man
not
that's gonna
to
be there for you, regardless if you doesn't have the money, isn't important.
say that again.
So if a man is gonna be there for you, but he doesn't have the money you make, is that important to you?
If we're dating and it's just me and him, I don't mind helping my man. That's not a problem for me.
Okay. When was your last relationship, Carrie?
4 months ago.
So why did that end?
It ended because he wanted what I had. And
He made less money than you, right?
right. And
Okay, so that was
he
the deal breaker.
right, he kind of felt like he was entitled to the money that I had, which
Yeah, he felt like he was entitled. Like I said before, that was BS. But I don't think that she realizes how much of a, I kind of want to say, a unicorn she's looking for. But there are guys out there that may fit in this criteria, but I could tell you this: they don't know nothing about no Kendra G. They don't. These guys that she's looking for is not in the Kendra G target market. I'm gonna just put it like that. I mean, these guys are probably lawyers, doctors, this, that, and the third, and again, even those guys will have women falling at their feet because of the money they make in their career. But the guy she's looking for and will only have eyes for her, and she's a traveling nurse, and he's supposed to stay faithful, and he's supposed to be attracted to her. It's a lot. It's just a lot.
if you were being a good man, you shouldn't have to ask for what I have because it would just be given to you.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay.
Can you have kids?
Yes.
You can have kids.
Yes.
You don't want no more kids, right?
No.
Okay. All right, Carrie. This is Carrie. What's the age range you want to date now?
35 to 50.
35 to 50. This is Carrie, South Jersey, 41, is an RN traveling nurse. She has 2 kids, 28, 18. Are you done with having kids?
Yeah. No, my kids are 22 and 18.
22.
22 and
Oh,
18,
22.
yes.
I apologize.
Right.
22 and 18. Same dad?
No, my daughter's with my high school sweetheart. My son is with my ex-husband.
Oh, you was married. When did you get
Yes,
divorced?
I got divorced in 2011.
Okay. All right. And then she's an Aries. Okay. Why do you think you're single, Carrie?
I think I'm single because I'm a little picky. I'm very straightforward. I don't take a lot of bullshit.
Very picky, and I got an attitude. I don't take a lot of BS. Okay. Um, Carrie, I believe her name is. You're gonna have to lighten up. You're gonna have to lighten up in a lot of ways. In your expectations, and like I know you got the little Jamaican spice going on, and you know, but men don't care about that. They don't care about your career. They don't care, like, a lot of times it seems like in our community, our women, their career is where their self-esteem is based in, and that's why a lot of them go out for college degrees and get these careers, because they feel like they can be the man in the relationship, or they can be the stuff in the relationship, or whatever. They just feel like that's where their value is. Like, I'm a traveling nurse. I make a lot of money, and I'm a son you every chance I get. I'm a son you, okay? However, I want you to make just as much money as me, but I must still have an attitude and son you, because it's that Jamaican spice in me, and that's what I do. I son all of my men, and I turn them into my sons. And a man worth his salt with six figures ain't gonna deal with that. No attitude, no, don't care about no Jamaican spice. They don't care about none of that stuff. We got options. So you need to lighten up, for real.
I'm very loyal, sometimes to a fault. Um, you know,
What does that mean? What does that mean? I would love for women to explain that. Explain that in the comments. I'm loyal to a fault. What kind of? You're supposed to be loyal. What do you mean to a fault? I don't get that part. Being loyal is to that's that masculine energy. That's that masculinity coming out. Let's go back.
I mean, like, if I'm rocking with you, I'm rocking with you. If I'm not, then I'm just not. So,
I would have expected a man to say all of that. I would have expected a man to say, if I'm rocking with you, I'm rocking with you. You know what I mean? But if I'm not, I'm not. It's what it's about. I expect a dude to say all of that.
that's it. Like, I'm very honest, sometimes brutally honest, and a lot of men can't take that.
Why would a guy be?
Because you're testing their masculinity. You're testing them. You're coming at them like a dude. That's why they can't take that. Get into your feminine energy, Carrie, if that's your name.
Lucky to be with you?
Um, because I'm just a very nurturing person. Like I said, if I am for you, I'm absolutely for you. I'm very loyal, very committed, and I'm, like I said, I've been a wife before. I like to be a wife. I like to be just me and him in our own little world. Um, just it's just us. And who don't want a Jamaican girl? Like, why not? We
Um, yeah, I never been with a Jamaican girl, but I don't know who wouldn't want to be with one. I would date a Jamaican woman, but if that come with attitude, no thanks. I you know it, I don't care really what your race or nationality is. If it come with attitude, no thanks. When you think you can son me, or if you think you're better than me, I don't want no parts of it. I don't care. I don't care where you come from, what your culture is, what your belief system is. I don't care about none of that. None of it. Okay? So I know she wanted to mention that she's a Jamaican gal, and I get all of that, and that can be sexy, but the only way a Jamaican woman will be sexy if it's feminine. It ain't gonna be sexy if it's masculine. Just keeping it a buck.
Cook, we love, like, it's, you know what I mean? It's good stuff. Anybody that's ever had a Jamaican woman, like, they know what it is. He said,
If
I'm
she
not a true
feminine.
Jamaican. What does that even mean?
Uh-oh. They calling her out in the comments saying she ain't a Jamaican woman. True Jamaican because they might see that she too masculine to be a real Jamaican woman. At least that's my guess. Let's go back in.
I think you're a true Jamaican.
Listen, Kendra, me tell you something that Jamaican. Tell anybody where I chat about me and a real Jamaican. Tell them.
Hit accent come. She about to prove she a Jamaican gal now. Let's go in the bumbleclaw.
I'm gonna suck out their mama straight. Right. Suck your mother. That's what I said. Simple as that. So whoever is talking about, oh, she's not a real Jamaican. No. Right. Like, seriously? Why am I not a real Jamaican? Because I'm single?
Because you're not
What does that even mean? I saw somebody said, oh, Jamaican women like money. I don't like anybody's money because I have my own. I don't need anybody's money.
I know
I'm
you
on
don't need
here.
nobody's money.
Right. I'm on here because I just don't want to be single. And I'm like, oh, I like Kendra's show. I'm like, so let me get on. Why not? And I was happy that you was on in the middle of the night. So I was like, here we go. You know what I mean? Like, why not? But these people, I'm going to have to read these comments and comment, like, after.
All right. That's the the Jamaican gal, the one who wants a man who makes over 100K. I think her name is Carrie, whatever. So I'm done reviewing her. I'm going to give her a ranking. Y'all need to check this out. There you have it, the traveling nurse, Carrie. Look, she didn't come off as that bad a chick to me, but at the same time, the expectations and the man, the manly and the masculine energy was a lot. All that being said, let me go ahead into her rankings. Let's go into her face. Now, her face seemed a bit average to me. Didn't seem all that spectacular, so I gave her face a 5. Okay, next up is her body. Her body, she says she don't have a mom bod. Yeah, we'll see. I can't necessarily argue that. She's a Jamaican girl. She probably got some assets back there. So I actually gave her body a 5.5. Next up is her mentality. And, look, her mentality is just really, really basic. It wasn't anything special. She didn't really necessarily seem Afrocentric or woke or anything like that. She didn't seem understanding of men or anything like that, but she didn't seem a bad person either. So all I said, I gave her mentality a 5. And there you have it, the traveling nurse here. Since the BMR covered it, it's official. I will catch y'all in the next one. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and get some more rankings from some of these ladies. I'll catch you later. Peace.